Hi, Andy Grant here with video 2, day number 2 of my 8-day deep density detox with Panache Desai. As I said yesterday, I'm going to make a short video diary each day during these 8 days about what's going on for me in the hope that it helps whatever might be going on for you as well. My goal is to be as authentic, as transparent, as vulnerable as I can, mostly because the reaction to that has always been positive. So that's the intention here. I shared yesterday in day 1 that a lot of fear, a lot of absolute terror was coming up in me. I had this fear of being annihilated, really, being just destroyed from this memory of being molested when I was 5 years old. Throughout the day yesterday, this fear kept bubbling up, this terror. I was scared of my life, scared of who I was, who I really am. So I'd bubbling over with sobs and tears at various times. We had a live call last night as part of the program, and I was able to voice my fear and let that out and talk to Panache himself and just share my experience on the call. And one of the things I wrote during the call was that I was afraid of my own story. Right? I'm afraid of who I think I am or who I've talked about myself as. So, of course, today on day 2, the declaration that I was met with this morning in an email: I am not my stories, nor am I my past experiences. I am limitless potential. And that feels a whole lot better. During the meditation today, I had to scan back through my life and notice all the moments of fear and of pain, and look at them through the lens of love. And it started with images of my parents fighting when I was really young. And I just saw that, wow, they're fighting over who's going to love me, who's going to get me. It was just a different light. And even the molestation, the fear, but here's this someone else looking for love, right? Certainly not expressing it in the best ways, but like I could see that it was all a yearning for love. And that my suicide attempts and everything that led up to them, just all these different circumstances, I could have a different experience by seeing how much love was there, right? And this really weird thing started happening to me. The Thompsons twin song from the 80s, Love, Love, Love on Your Side, that's playing in my head as I'm like going through my timeline and visiting various pain points, various fears, various traumatic events, and seeing them, being willing to see them from a different viewpoint. I was able to see that I was loved and supported every step of the way. That there was nothing about punishing me. There was nothing, it wasn't like, you deserve this, you're bad. It was, you're going to get through this because you're loved, because you're supported. And the part of my story that I'm kind of struggling with the most, and I did a blog post about this a few weeks ago, that the importance of voicing our fears. So the part of my story that I had fear of last night, I'm going to share it to again walk my talk. So it's the end of October of 2015 right now. Last October, I was putting the finishing touches on my book, Still Here: How to Succeed at Life After Failing at Suicide. And in November, I went down. I was extremely suicidal, and it took months for me to get out of it. So I'm let the emotion come. I just breathe into that emotion. I don't stop. I don't run away. All right, that's just what I did just there. But my fear I have now, I'm very aware of that kind of anniversary showing up. And the fear that I'm carrying, the fear of my own story, has been that, what if it happens again? And that it is going to happen again. And that I'm doomed. That I am suicide. That I am depression. So releasing that story, being willing to release that story, has been the work of today. And it's breathing into it, it's just giving it space. And it's been seeing how loved and supported I was last year at this time. Through November and December and January as I came out of it. Because I was doing this horrible experimentation with myself where I stopped doing all the tools and rituals and techniques that have helped me feel good. I chose to ignore them all. I chose to prolong my misery as some sort of test, as some sort of punishment, as some sort of rite of passage. I don't know. But so when the fear shows up, I just breathe into it. And I remember that that was a time of love. That was a time of great support. That time was a gift. That horrible time became the last chapter in my book. When I thought it was done, there was more to share. So that's what's going on today. I have no idea what tomorrow's going to bring, but that's true every day. So allow yourself to feel your fears and to then look at the trauma in your life. Look at the challenges, the struggles in your life. Just be willing to look at it through the sense of love, through the lens of love, and see if it feels different. All right. Be good to yourself. Bye.